was a handful of things actually that we worked on in another one of the MSPs that I worked with over the last 5 years. I just wanted to quickly call them out in dot points while I had them. The first thing is for post-pandemic business resilience. I'm going to kind of give my little dot point list a headline. They led with high trust, so had open communication with their team. I think that's really important. And if you want agency or people to feel like they're included and a part of the design conversation, if they don't trust you, no matter what you say, they'll always just assume, the worst.
Working against them.
That will not work. The second thing is you want to manage your cash cushion. Like if you don't have the gas in the tank to get through the next period, you're in all kinds of trouble. So you really want to manage your cash cushion. I've got a bit of a secret in how I do this, and it's got to do with how you feel about cash in your bank account. And if you have $1 million in your bank account and your business has $10 million in the bank account, you'll feel like the business has a lot of money. Like that's just the psychology of quantity. So what we do is we always come up with a minimum cash balance requirement. And if the business does not have that, then we show that as a negative number every board meeting. So we're like, oh man, we need more cash in the business. And typically that's like, without going into a lot of detail, 3 months cash or 6 months cash in the business, whatever you want is your risk, plus or minus any commitments or liabilities you would have to pay out if you shut down the business. In very simple terms, that's what we call our minimum cash requirement. Then we do, like you said before, having real-time reporting in a business. And we're just so lucky actually to grow up. I don't think MSPs, I didn't realize as an MSP owner until I had left how lucky I was running real-time in a business. We had, Connect was so lucky. I was, you and I actually met at the ConnectWise user group in Australia, which I supported for a number of different years. With hundreds of other MSPs around Australia. We're so lucky to do that. We got to meet Robbie Ray at, the Data Autotask communities and Continuum, and got to see this kind of real-time operating systems. Most businesses do not have that. And so we were able to see almost on a daily basis how we were going with performance. And I think that's understanding your business drivers or your resource drivers in real time is mission critical. And the last thing is embracing operational risk rather than shying away from it. So if there's big problems, kind of calling them out and manage them like you would a strategy or a project is the kind of third thing. And I think thinking about what makes your business resilient is a really important and critical part of designing the business. You need to design a great structure or great resources. And like you said, that's 70-80% of every MSP's cost base is people. And you've got to get that right. But you've got to get that right. If you want peace of mind as a business owner, you want to feel a sense of resilient